Forgive me, we have to walk up a hill here at Brookhurst and Hamilton. End of a police chase from what a couple kids told me. Helicopter circling. If you're on here, Aaron, I appreciate the tip. I was over at off Atlanta and Beach Boulevard at the time when you gave me the tip. Aaron's Auto Detail. Guess I could have parked in this parking lot. I parked in the wrong parking lot. We're entering Costa Mesa from going into Victoria Street, I believe, Hamilton into Victoria. End of a police chase. I'm not sure how long ago it was. I need a skateboard or something. Watch it all be cleared when I get up here. Yeah, I could have parked in this parking lot by Starbucks. I can't run, I got COPD, sorry. There, it's a live video, I usually go early. Again, thanks to Aaron for the tip, and a couple kids on a bike. I asked them what was going on. They said it was a police chase. Hopefully it's not too far down. So I don't know if this is really considered Costa Mesa once we go over the bridge. Damn it. Hope it's not too far. Sorry, I'm out of breath. Yeah, we're like entering Costa Mesa. Don't look like we're gonna catch anything here, just police cars. We'll see if we see the vehicle or not. Yeah, one. At the moment, I'm not seeing the car. End of a police chase. Where is it?
The guy up there at the top.
Down the bricks?
Oh, yeah, there.
Right there.
Yeah, I see him.
Right there.
Oh, it's over here?
Yeah.
I'm a little blind. So we have end of a police chase here. And let me see if I can get up on, can you guys see up on the hill? He said there was a guy up on the bricks. I see someone on a roof. I'm so blind, I apologize. Yeah, I think he's on, oh, I see him, there's a house right there. Yeah, he's on the bricks, see him? God damn it, I need shade. Hey, he's up on the bricks there, see him? All right, this is, I'm pretty sure this might be Costa Mesa. Hopefully you guys could see him in the picture. I apologize if you, fuck, man. And they got police officers talking to him up there. Man, I sure hope you guys could see him. I apologize if you don't see him. Thank you again, Aaron, for the tip. Said there was police activity going down at Hamilton Brookhurst. There is a truck over here to the left. I don't know if that's affiliated with that guy. We'll see if they back us up here. Fuck. I'm not in a shaded area where I can see the camera. See if we're showing the guy on the camera. I apologize again if we don't see him. He's standing there up on in front of a house up on top of the brick piling, I guess. So Hamilton and Brookhurst, I don't know if we hit Victoria or Victoria, Hamilton goes into Victoria. Do a backflip. The pool there, you can do a backflip. Yeah, you got officers, oh yeah, on both sides of them. There is a truck on the street. I don't know if it's affiliated. Yeah, let me get on my other phone. I'll see if we're even showing the guy. For whatever reason, I can see on my other phone. I didn't know it was a police chase until I got here. Zoom, I will. Let me see. Fucking camera. There we go. We're gonna miss it because I can't get my camera to work. Yeah, I'm trying to work on the zoom here. Any better or no? Damn kids, I know, man. Yeah, there's a black truck over to my left. Those of you who haven't followed me, and my name is OC Street Live here, and I cover Huntington Beach and surrounding cities. I just on my cell phone, and if you've followed me long enough, you know I cannot see during the sun. So, for whatever reason, I can't read the comments on this phone, so I get on another phone, and it comes out a lot better, the comments. So I saw someone said zoom in. We need to zoom in more, probably, right? Hey Riggs, appreciate you tuning in. Thanks for being a local follower. Hope work is going well. I appreciate your donations in the past, Riggs. It helps the channel out grow, and it helps me out really. If those who like to donate to the channel, we do got super chats, and I do got PayPal link and some other links. But that's up to you guys if you want to help out or not. Yeah, as I said, I'm just a guy on a camera, cover local police activity throughout Huntington Beach and surrounding cities. Probably will go to the protest on Saturday over at the pier, but we'll see. My regular job is door dashing, so I kind of got to keep working. That's why I miss out on a lot of stuff. I got to keep working. I live day by day, so I got to it's kind of hard to film everything. All right, let me get back up there. Yeah, anyways, I'm not sure if this part is considered Costa Mesa. Yeah, I shouldn't make fun of it. Yeah, you never know. Yeah, I just again, thanks. I was at Atlanta and Beach, hanging out, waiting for a DoorDash order or Uber, Grubhub, and then this guy Aaron, who he lets me know about stuff. A few other people always let me know about what's going on too. And he said a helicopter was circling over here, and there was police activity. And then when I was walking, I asked a couple kids what was going on. He said it was the end of a police chase. They don't got the yellow tape up, but I'm not going to go any farther. Yeah, hopefully the guy will be okay and just take a couple minutes to calm down, and it'll come. I don't know how long this has been going. Sorry, I was looking behind me. He appears to be yelling, but they're saying stuff. You do got numerous police officers. Maybe it could be a police officer that's talking to him. I saw smoke and scan. I forgot what he was showing yesterday. Maybe the day before. He wasn't at the scene. I don't believe he was at the scene. He was just filming. I don't know if he was filming showing someone else's film live. I don't remember what it was. My apologies there. I don't remember what he was showing. I know you got a guy out like in New Mexico, those guys, if you follow the First Amendment order, sometimes he'll show, even though he's in New Mexico now, he'll show the police chases live in LA. You know, the auditor that went to jail for like a year. Riverside Accountability, he'll show police chases, even though he's in, I believe, New Mexico. Let me look at my camera and make sure I'm still showing the guy. So, what did we miss? What did we miss here? Looks like a lot of the police cars have left. They probably just want to keep traffic moving. I mean, you got several in front of me, but seem like some of the police cars, they're pulling in like those houses. They're pulling in that area. I forgot the name of the street. I do deliveries up here. They want to keep their traffic flowing. All right, let's get back up here. We did go a lot. We didn't go live. I thought I'd do a video yesterday. I was in Westminster of a car accident. I'll just keep my mouth shut, not say nothing. Kept it short, the video. I tend to talk too much, and I don't like talking that much. The black truck I saw, I don't believe it's is there anymore. Maybe it wasn't. Yeah, maybe it wasn't involved at all. What is exactly a Met gun? Sorry, all I know is like taser and those rubber bullets, and just hoping maybe he had a little too much to drink and he just needs to cool down and get a little sober and he'll come down. Hopefully it's nothing. Yeah, I hope it's nothing like a suicidal issue. They're trying to keep traffic moving, people trying to pull over. Again, this is OC Street Live. We're on the border of, I'm hoping it's Huntington Beach and Costa Mesa. But Brookhurst and Hamilton, and when we come up to the hill, maybe we have to go to the next light. It turns into Victoria. Got a lot of kids over here, probably got out of school. They're on the bike trails over here riding. Oh, net gun. Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about now. You know, I'm a little slow, you know. You follow me long enough, I'm a little slow. I do a lot of DoorDash, but I don't really, wasn't sure where the line starts at when it comes to Hamilton and Victoria when you come up to Brookhurst. Yeah, these are real nice homes on the right here where the guy is at. Again, thank you to Aaron Auto Detail. I don't know if he has auto detailing business, but Aaron Auto Detail messaged me saying, hey, that something's going on over at Hamilton and Brookhurst Street. And so I was at Atlanta and Beach Boulevard, so it didn't take me too long to get here. When I started getting towards Hamilton and Brookhurst, I could see police cars up the hill. Other than that, I didn't see the guy, to be honest. And I was a little slow because I was looking at someone out on another roof. There was a guy to the right on a roof. Yeah, hopefully this guy just needs time to relax and he'll get down. I'm not sure if there's a fire department on the scene or not. If they are, yeah, I'm not even going to guess where they're at. Come on, you know you want to get down. Just. So we'll back off. I was just going by eyewitnesses that with a police chase right now. I saw a black truck pulled over, but I no longer see it. So we'll back off on the police chase at the moment, unless you guys know something. That's the problem. A lot of times when you're out at these scenes, you don't get the correct information. So I feel bad when I put out bad information. You're just going by what eyewitnesses say. As I said, I was walking up the hill and someone said with the end of a police chase, and yeah, the guy could have drove into this housing community. It's a real small, several houses, but it's a small little block in there of houses. It's real. Hey, thanks, Steve. I appreciate it. Right now, it's like Yeah, you wouldn't even be able to see Catalina. It's all like, I don't know what you call it, hazy. Where that marine layer that comes in the late afternoon. Or it never blew out from this morning. You know how it doesn't, it's like no sun till 12 o'clock. Yeah, again, they had police officers. All the cars are in the middle now. They're just keeping traffic moving. Again, this is OC Street Live. We're at Brookhurst and Hamilton. We're up the hill. We're, I'll say east of Brookhurst on Hamilton, where we have an individual on the right-hand side here on like a brick piling. Initial reports were the end of a police chase, but I can't confirm that. At the moment, I don't see any cars unless the person pulled into this community. All right, let me see if yeah, I'm sorry, moving the camera around because I'm looking at my other phone and I want to make sure I'm showing the person. Yeah, you're probably about right there. Is that like that potting's right at there looks like a fencing there. Yeah, I think my phone maybe froze up. The one I'm looking at a picture on. So if we're not I guess, yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I think what happens, the phone I'm looking at, my other phone, it's behind. We're on a Samsung phone here, whether like a Samsung 23, 24. I have two phones here, so I believe they might both be 23s. But the one I film on is, all I use it for is filming YouTube videos, nothing else. And my other one is, if you ever see like anything misspelled, when I put in like a description, I don't notice the keyboard's broken, but I didn't proofread it right away, so something might be misspelled and I don't catch it till later. Yeah, I think like a lot of times breaking news, I'll have 2 Ks in it as the title. Yeah, you got those mobile home parks over off at, I guess you got one left when you go down Brookhurst and then make a left on PCH. They had a good fire out there a couple of years ago, but I didn't go. Then you got mobile homes more towards Newland and Brookhurst. I think between Newland and, it might be between Newland and Beach Boulevard. Yeah, the mobile homes on Brookhurst, the next one would be more towards Garfield, or Yorktown, between Yorktown and Garfield. Anyways, we're on the scene of here. I'm not, initial reports with a police chase, but I'm not gonna, I'll have to get confirmation on that. Till this battery runs out. Basically, yeah, till the battery runs out. What I might do, it's OC Street Live on YouTube. Okay, I just cover local police activity.
Sweet, awesome, thank you.
No, I had a battery where I'm going to plug, if I do go and film the protests this weekend. I'm not comfortable in Santa Ana, I'll just be honest there. Filming in Costa or in Santa Ana. But Huntington Beach, I'll be comfortable. I've lived there all my life. We might go and film that, we'll see. But yeah, I'll hook up I don't know what you call it, I'll hook up a charger to my phone so we keep charging or filming for a while in case it goes for several hours. Initial plan is 3 hours. I don't know how long my phone goes for. Yeah, the longest I've been on a post of a couple hours was a mobile home park. And those that followed me was a standoff, and I didn't stay for the whole thing. The police officer told us to back off. I didn't have to leave. He just told me to film in a different area, and there was nothing really to film since I was in a different area. So I just cut the video. But that one went for several hours, I believe, so. You know, I do DoorDash as a full-time job. And when I come across police activity, I film it. Those that are curious, I show it for them. And if you're not, you don't like this, I always say, hey, you don't have to watch. I'm showing it to the people who are curious. What's going on when they hear those sirens and helicopters circling.
You just yelled at me.
Yeah, when someone alerted me the other day, and they're like, "Hey, 3rd and Ross," and I didn't go. It was already nighttime. Then the next day, I go, "Hey, did you ever go?" And he said they were only letting people in with credentials in the area. But I wrote a post saying, "I probably can get in there. It's just for me, I think the comfort zone would be actually closest to the police officers, not back in the group with the protesters." To be honest, I haven't followed the Santa Ana one as much as LA. I don't want to get hit with tear gas or a rubber bullet. I don't know if you saw the photographer that got nailed in the head, had to go to the hospital. Right in the middle of the head, he got nailed. And I asked, I call him a stringer, someone that sells their videos to the news. He wouldn't even go, and he was Mexican. He go, "I'm not going." At least last night I asked him if he was going. He said, "Nah." I'm sure a lot of the other ones are out there. I won't mention their names, but I do follow a few of them. They're probably out there. I know they're posting videos, and I have a lot of opinions, but someone that out here filming. It's probably better for me to keep a lot of my opinions to myself. If you follow me long enough, I'm always open and I'm honest, and sometimes, yeah, when you're out here, probably you should just remain neutral. Yeah, I don't know if I should walk across the street. Maybe get a different film it from a different area. Yeah, I'm not even sure what I'm like leaning against a power box. So, yes, so we are in Costa Mesa, if they're all Costa Mesa officers here. So, yeah, I just noticed that now, all Costa Mesa police officers. Again, we are in the city of Costa Mesa, brookhurst and Hamilton. We're just east of Brookhurst. And Hamilton turns into Victoria, but I'm not sure at what point. Yeah, there's actually a sign in front of me that says Costa Mesa. 100 yards in front of me says Costa Mesa. So I'm unable to change the title when I'm live. Maybe you can, I just don't know how at this point. Yeah, you can't really, Pulse Point doesn't have Costa Mesa on it, so it's hard to go to stuff in Costa Mesa when you don't have, I follow Pulse Point, so they're not on, Costa Mesa's not on Pulse Point, so I miss a lot of stuff in Costa Mesa. Love to be out here filming in Costa Mesa. Just probably, I wouldn't even known about this if it wasn't for Aaron. If you are watching, Aaron, thank you again. And if you do own an auto detail business, let me know, Aaron Auto Detail. I don't know if that's just like your handle or if you work as a detailer, but I appreciate it. Aaron usually lets me know what's going on down in the Warner Edwards area, but he let me know that there was police activity out here with a helicopter circling. So I came out here, and with just a couple of kids on a bike, I asked them. They said it was end of a police chase, but I can't confirm that. Because at the moment, I don't see no cars, but a car could have easily pulled into the housing, little small housing community up here. I think really all it is like, never mind, I'll take that back, I won't say nothing. As I said, hopefully just the guy needs a cool down and he'll eventually get down here. I don't know if the police officer is up there, backed off for the moment. I can't tell. I mean, you got the ones on the hill, but I don't know if you can see it in my feed. No, it don't look like you could see it. But the ones who are up in if this is the backyard, I don't even see them. After you guys told me to zoom in, the up and down thing didn't. I have to do it manually right now. The up and down thing seemed like it didn't want to work. All right, that's why we're looking towards Trader Joe's. Traffic is running smoothly. And we're going up the hill, up Hamilton, which turns into Victoria in the city of Costa Mesa. My hand is all numb. We came to an accident the other day here. I don't know what happened. It was on here in Hamilton, Victoria. Looked like someone got hit on a bike. I don't know. I can't remember if they were a transporter or not. I didn't stick around. Usually when someone gets hit on a bike, I don't show those videos. Half the time, 3/4 of the time, they're kids. I try not to show the kids. Since this is not intended for kids, these videos, I try not to show the kids that much. Oh, that's cool. Will your neighbor ever tell you good stories? I tried to ask one of the, he's not a police officer, but he works for Huntington Beach as a parking control. He goes to the accident. Yeah, he doesn't want, he leaves everything at work, and if he runs into like another parking patrol officer that was at an accident, yeah, they don't share, he doesn't share stories. You kind of like leave it at work. Whatever you see, you leave it there at the scene. My uncle's brother was a sheriff, and those who've been around long enough, remember Richard Ramirez, the Night Stalker, I believe he went by? Yeah, he was working at the prisons or the jail or something like that. Yeah, he said that guy was one scary one scary motherfucker. Yeah, I remember being a kid when back in the 80s, the Night Stalker, and I lived in Huntington Beach, and when I think he killed someone in Garden Grove, I was scared to go to sleep. I was just a teenager back then. Again, I haven't confirmed if this was the end of a police chase. It was just a couple kids. Helicopter left, by the way. And they said it was the end of a police chase, but I can't confirm that. Again, 99% of my videos are live. Remember that these videos aren't for everyone. If you're not comfortable or don't like me filming, remember you can always change the channel. We are going to start showing some videos where I don't go live. I'll just make those short videos. Because we did get to 4,000 watch hours, but this video is not monetized. I'm having an issue monetizing the live videos. After I end the live video, I can monetize it. If you want to know if you make money off of it. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Almost an e-bike accident. Almost an e-bike accident. Yeah, you just 20, 30, 40 cents a video. You might get lucky, make $1 on a video. But it's such a small channel, so you're not, if I stick with this, yeah, it's gonna take a long time. I just want to cover my wages that I lose on DoorDash. I think I've made $18 in 3 weeks. Minus the 3 donations I got from. There was 3 people that donated. One donated $50. The other 2 donated $20. That was much appreciated. We do have a sticker chat, I believe. If those that willing to help out the channel, donate 50 cents, $1. I would appreciate if you could. It helps me out really. But we're out here. We're filming. I always film people. I started because people are always curious what's going on when they heard those sirens and helicopters, and so I go out there and film. We did miss a couple scenes last night. We had electrical fire over at a nail salon in Huntington Beach, over off of 5 Point Center area. Then there was a car that went in the water off PCH and Center Avenue. I don't think we would have got into that one. I think they blocked it off at Golden West. We probably could have came down, tried to make it to Warner and then take Warner to Golden West. But there would have been nowhere to park. But unfortunately, I was sleeping at 8:30. I don't hear my alerts when I'm sleeping. After DoorDash, when I'm just tired, so. The only way I find out if someone calls me, hey, what's going on in Huntington Beach? Sorry, someone was riding on the bike. I want to make sure I didn't get him in the view. I know some of you would have enjoyed it, but yeah. You know, I should have grabbed it. I need to wash it. Yeah, I need to wash it, man. Yeah, when I was thinking about going to Santa Ana, I go, should I go and then wear my vest? Then like if I go suppose there's a planned protest over at the pier on Saturday, do I wear my vest? Yeah, I'm not sure what they call it. It's called Fairview Park. Oh, you guys can't see it. I don't know if this is called Fairview Park. Sorry, there's like people walking by. I didn't really want to show them. Again, those that just tuned in, I have not been able to verify if this was the end of a police chase. I just asked a couple kids what were going on. He said it was the end of a police chase. We got an individual at the back of the house. I believe it's the back, and he's sitting on probably like a 10-foot piling. So, and it seems like we've probably been here over a half hour probably. I'm not sure what time it started at when I got here. Helicopter was circling. Again, thank you to Aaron if you're watching for letting me know. He told me there was some type of something. He didn't know what was going on. He just said a helicopter and a lot of police up here off of Brookhurst and Hamilton. Man, those e-bikes haul ass. You can't see it because you could hear it whistling. 2 kids on an e-bike. You could hear it. If I don't respond to comments, the phone in front of me that's doing the filming, I haven't figured it out yet. Not that I've tried hard, I just can't read the comments. And then for whatever reason, the phone next to me, I can read the comments, not perfectly, but a little bit better. So you got cops up on the hill below them, but there were several cops up in the backyard talking to them. At the moment, I think they backed off. Maybe you go, oh, if we back off, maybe he'll come down on his own. Because I could see there was an officer to the left of this guy, and it appeared he was talking to him. But right now, I don't see the police officers up there. You had them on the right and left. Sorry, someone's riding on their bike, and I had to move. You got a few people standing around. Most people that are watching are on their bikes. Majority are e-bikes. Yeah, again, if you followed me, I'm just an amateur on a cell phone, so I don't pretend to be anything else. I know half of my videos suck, but I still show them. Those that I am on a gimbal stabilizer. The times I've been moving is because I don't want to show people on the camera that are walking by and riding their bikes. If you watch me before, like I said, if I was watching the video, I just move on. If I don't like the video, I move on. I'm not going to name anybody out there. Most of them are professionals, but once in a while, the other videos are real shaky, so I don't watch, I move on. The officer in front of me, but park rangers here. A few of them are park rangers. Yeah, you have a couple park rangers here. Let me see if I zoom in a little bit. Yeah, a lot of times, and I go through a lot of equipment, to be honest. Yeah, and I've broken 4. 3 of them that didn't want to charge anymore. The gimbal stabilizer, you get what you paid for. Didn't want to charge anymore, and then broke some tripods. So sometimes just holding the camera in my hand. I know when we were at a SWAT standoff, or was it a SWAT standoff? What was that one? It was in the mobile home park. Not too long ago, like a month ago. Yeah, I was holding the camera in my hand because it was a fluid situation. I didn't have time to. I didn't have a gimbal stabilizer. I had my tripod, but I was trying to keep up with the sheriff department so we could film the scene as it happened. My hand's completely numb, just to let you know. I'm holding it with my right hand. Again, if I don't read your comments, I apologize. See, like right now, 2 people are walking by, but you might not be able to see them in the camera. So what I do, I try not to get them in the camera. So we're going to move a little bit. I don't want to put them in the camera, so I move. Yeah. Again, 2 people are walking by. That's why I moved the camera. Again, I'm not seeing. There was several police officers on top of the hill there where the guy was on the left and right. But they appeared to back off. Maybe they're thinking if they back off, he'll eventually come down. There are cops on the hill.
Was this a car chase?
That was someone was saying, but that was coming from a couple of kids. I haven't been able to confirm it. Because I don't see no cars unless he went into the community there.
Right, that's where all the cop cars. So I'm in the HB community, and I was getting my oil engine. They were saying that there was a car chase over here in Hamilton. I'm like, that's where I live. So I told my son, lock the door. But then when I was coming this way from the oil change, I was like, oh, this must be what they were talking about, maybe. But I'm like, but maybe the car, he drove in that community.
Yeah, and then when
ran.
Yeah, there was originally a helicopter circling. Yeah.
This isn't going to end well if he doesn't cooperate.
There was a whole bunch of police officers up there, but they backed off a little bit. There was one talking to him for a while, but I don't see him anymore. There was a truck pulled over, but I thought, oh, maybe it was a police chase, and they ran up the hill, but I don't see the truck anymore. But yeah, maybe went in the little community there. If it was, I haven't asked the police officers. Oh, man. I don't know if it says the time on here. We're live on YouTube. I cover police activity. I'm in the Huntington Beach forums. Is that what you're on?
The community thing is where I saw it.
Yeah, usually people will say that I'm out here filming. I go by OC Street Live.
Oh, okay. But when I saw the HB thing, I was like, oh, that's right. When I call my son and tell him to lock up everything just in case.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, when I got here, there was like a lot of police cars on the side here. But there's a black truck over there, but I don't know, unless they just moved it out of the way, if it was part of it, or they just pulled over. Yeah, I know the videos in the beginning, they were, dude. I tell you that right now, they were horrible. I still leave them up. I leave them up, man. And I always say, I'm going to be quiet. I'll be quiet. I won't talk. All right, we'll watch the guy up here. And again, we're still trying to find out if it's the end of a police chase. Maybe some people are watching my feed from Huntington Beach, and I don't want to give like incorrect information. That what happens on the scenes. You get incorrect information, just like where the person lost their life off Utica in between Florida and Beach. Initially, I was told there was someone deceased, so I gave that incorrect information out. I apologize for that. You're just going by what you hear on the scene, and you don't always get the correct information from officers. Also, I've been told a few times someone lost their life and they didn't, and an officer will tell you that, and I'm sure they don't do it on purpose, but they don't do it on purpose. But I've been told a few times that people lost their lives and they haven't, which is a good thing, and you don't want anybody losing their lives. Yeah, hopefully my battery ain't going dead here. If we lose our feed, I apologize. That's why I gotta hook up a charger to it. So yeah, I'm not sure if we're losing our feed here. I'll definitely have to hook up a charger to it while we're live, especially if I do go to Huntington Beach this Saturday and film. I just can't tell what it says on my screen at the moment. Yeah, I got something on the left-hand side screen saying something about I'm sunblind. My apologies. Gives me a good idea how long my phone will last for a scene that I know. Yeah, we had a full charge on this, I tell you that, when we got here. All right, he's sitting down a little bit, crouching down. So, lady in front of me, she lives right up here, and she saw it on social media. So she was talking to the couple of the park rangers. Maybe she can find out something. What? Yeah, I'm not sure if it'll be on the news or not. You watch the news? Hey, when does school get out? Are you guys you're not in school, are you? You're 3? 2. You're 2 years old? Oh,
no,
my.
2 more days.
Oh, 2 more days. I was going to say, you look. 2 more days of school.
Let's go, guys. Enough entertainment for today.
Oh, yeah. You guys have a good night, man. Good day. I don't know. Little kids are fun. Fun. Yeah, it looks like another officer pulled up. He's pulling into the housing track. It was too late, but he pulled into the housing track here to the right. Let me show another picture here. Again, Brookhurst and Hamilton. You're going east up Hamilton, and it goes into Victoria. We're in the city of Costa Mesa. My apologies for calling it Huntington Beach. So our phone's going to drop here for a minute, so give me a minute to fix it. My hand's so numb, so give me a minute. Oh my God. Yeah, the phone shut up. Not the phone, but the stabilizer shut off. So give me a minute. I'm trying to work out my hand, the numbness. But then I'll turn the stabilizer back on. Again, we're in the city of Costa Mesa. Unable to confirm it for the end of police chase. Maybe those who are following, like, since I put Huntington Beach, probably got a lot of Huntington Beach people on here. I'll see if I get the stabilizer turned back on. All right, we turn the stabilizer back on. Let's see if we can. Yeah, like I said yesterday, I filmed. We didn't go live on. I decided not to go live on a 2-car accident. That was off of McFadden and Monroe Street between Beach and Newland. 1 injury, unknown injuries. With a hard hit, if those that saw the 2-minute video. We were going to go to one off Bolsa that was around the same time, but I decided to go to McFadden. Well, on Pulse Point, they come across us at the expanded traffic, and then Citizen app will say a car rolled it, but when you get there, there's no rollover. A lot of false calls on the Citizen app, I tell you that. Even on Pulse Point, they'll say expanded traffic, and you get there. It's a good thing. Like I said, you rather have nothing wrong. You don't want anybody getting hurt or be in a bad accident, so but you just get a lot of false calls. Like I'm sure that fire, electrical fire, I wasn't there, so I may be wrong here. They may be that over in 5 Point Center at the nail salon. They maybe didn't even pull out their water hoses. Normally on a fire, most fires, when there's a fire call, 5 fire engines, 4 of the 5 fire engines, and a battalion chief and a paramedic. And half the time, these fire calls I go to, let's say there's 5 trucks there, 2 of them are just on standby. They never get out of their truck. So when I moved, let me see if I can fix this stabilizer a little bit. So if I do go to the protest, I'll probably bring my tripod and stabilizer to hold the stabilizer the whole time. It's kind of hard. Not hard, it's just your whole hand's numb. We were at a scene the other day, and I go, oh, I'm with media, because the officer wanted us to leave. There was another photographer there. He's a good photographer. He posts on Facebook, but just tell them you're media, and you don't have to leave. They just ask you for your credentials. You don't really have to have credentials, but at Santa Ana, from what I heard, maybe to get into a certain area, inside like the certain area, you got to have credentials. Usually I try to respect officers, and if they tell me, hey, where's your credentials, I tell them I'm media, and then they're like, who? I go, well, oh, you're just a streamer. So I just respect them, and when they tell me to back off, I'll back off. It's really all I did is a quick hand motion. Not a quick hand motion, people say I move too quick. There's nothing I can do about it. I'm barely moving. Maybe I am moving too quick. I'm just moving my hand a little bit. So it's going to be on PCH. There was an address posted. Those that live in Huntington Beach on one of the forums. Someone put up a flyer. It had the address, but I think it's going to be in front of the pier. But the address they had, I thought it said the 500 block, but it could have said the 300 block. I'm not looking at the flyer at the moment, so I believe it's going to be in front of the pier at 12. It said from 12 to 3. I know one of the guys, I don't know if he's the organizer, but I know he mentioned it. I'm not going to mention his name, but he mentioned that they were probably going to do something Saturday, and the last 3 days I've been hearing, yeah, there's going to be a protest. And then today I saw a flyer that there's going to be a protest at the pier. I'll be if I go live, I'll be on the business side. I won't be on the pier side. I might cross over there, but thankfully the last several protests, they've been good. But the last couple of protests, they were middle-aged people. They're there for the library, those that follow the library thing in Huntington Beach. So a bunch of middle-aged people. You didn't have young kids there. If there was any, there were only a few. It was mostly middle-aged people and grandparents that were at those protests. I think, what are they protesting? It's Trump's birthday. I tell you that. I think it's a nationwide protest. Those that don't like Trump, they don't like what he's doing with the immigration, having ICE going into the car washes, Home Depots. I believe they've started going into the farming areas, doing their ICE raids, and what they're saying is they're going after those with criminal records. See, under Biden, those with criminal records were not shipped back to their home country when they committed a crime. I'm not saying it's just Biden. It could have been under the other presidents too, but when you're illegal and you commit a crime in the United States, you can be shipped back to your home country. But what's happening is when they're going to these places, they might find the person that committed a crime, but they're getting the collateral damage. So there's 7 other illegals there, and they might be getting shipped back. They were just going for the person with the criminal record, but they're getting the collateral damage with the other people that don't have papers. They're illegal, and I think they're being shipped back to their home country too. I think being in California and LA and Orange County, you're catching mostly Latinos, so people think it's a Latino. I'm sorry if I pronounce it wrong. A Latino thing. I know we got a bunch of other groups of people here. I mean, I don't know what type of work they do. You got a lot of Venezuelans here, Hondurans. I don't know what type of work they do, but I know the post I'm reading, they think it's like Trump has it in for California. I'll just try to remain neutral. I don't know who watches or listens to the John Coble show on, was it 6:40 a.m.? You always got to hear both sides to the story, because the news don't tell you everything, or if you're not the person that reads the whole entire article of some, you're going to miss out on, like, the father and son got shipped back to Honduras, but they went to the courts twice. Both times the judge goes, you need to be deported, and they went to the judge twice, and the news doesn't report that to you, that you were ordered back to your home country, and they defied the order, and eventually 2 weeks ago they I think they actually went to like the check-in, wherever they check in. They were still checking in, I think, yearly. And they arrested them and sent them back to their country. But the news hasn't reported that they were ordered twice by an immigration judge to go back, that they were being deported, and they just didn't follow. The news makes like people are innocent. I'm not going to try to take either side. I'm just saying what I hear. If you don't read the whole story, the news ain't going to tell you. If you don't read the whole news article where they put the why they're being deported at the bottom of the article, and most people don't read the whole article. But it is like, you know, when Biden was president, they let everyone come through the border. You guys maybe weren't awake. I was watching the videos live when they were letting people walk right through the border, and so I'm like, you let them in here, and so are they like really illegal? You let them in here. You gave them a bus ride or a plane ride to another state, and so on that part, I'm like, you let them in here. So sorry. So there's someone up on. You see the guy up there? Someone said it was the end of a police chase, but I don't know. But it's been going on for over an hour, maybe an hour and a half. But I don't know if it was the end of a police chase. Maybe pulled his car in a community over there. I haven't been able to confirm it yet. Yeah, but it's been going on probably an hour and a half now.
Thank you so much.
You guys have a good day. But kids on e-bikes coming home from school. Looks like they're going fishing. They're going to go fishing. Yeah, they got fishing poles with them. A couple teenagers going to go fishing. You know, I'll try being out here photographing, I should just keep my opinions to myself, film what we have in front of us. But I tell you, working in the auto body industry for a long time, especially in the 90s, they hired a lot of illegals, and at a certain point they started finding the businesses for hiring illegals. So I'm not going to name the company I worked for, and they're a big company. I worked for them several times, and they stopped hiring illegals. Their reputation was on the line, and you're going to get a big fine. So they stopped doing that. All right, let me fix the camera here. We're looking at the sky, I believe. How long were we looking at the sky for? 20 minutes. But anyways, yeah, they went away from hiring illegals, and actually one of the guys I worked with, he was illegal. He had fake paperwork, and he got away with it for a couple of years, but then eventually they let him go. I think they knew he was illegal the whole time because it just was an excuse to get rid of him. They didn't want him as a painter anymore, and they got rid of him. But that was a long time ago, early 2000s, I think that was back in. I painted cars for 28 years. Not always the main painter, but I was a main painter several times. But now I do DoorDash. I got COPD and anxiety disorder, panic attacks. So working a so-called regular job, I'm not comfortable with. But every day I struggle with anxiety. I sit in front of a hospital almost every day. My comfort zone. So, but anyways, we're not here about me. We're here in city of Costa Mesa, off Brookhurst and Hamilton, where we have this individual who's been up here for a while now. He's up on in a backyard, it appears. He's on about a 10-foot piling. I don't know what you call it there. And I haven't been paying attention to social media. Initial reports was the end of a police chase, but I haven't been able to confirm that. I was going to ask this lady, but I don't see her because she was talking to the park rangers. She actually lived up here, so maybe she was able to walk to her home. So my screen is almost going completely dark, so I don't see the guy in my screen really. So if I'm missing it, I apologize. We just hope he comes down safely. Initially, there were several police officers up there. There was one officer talking to him that were up on the backyard area, in the backyard, if that's the backyard we're looking at. But we do got several officers to the right of me on the hill. I appreciate you pointing that out. People think the whole California. You read social media, they think all of California is sanctuary. You just got to read both sides and take both point of views and go what you believe in. That's why I said maybe what your beliefs are. If you believe in the immigration process that the United States have, that it needs to be enforced, that's your belief. I know a lot of people don't believe that, but hey. I always point back. I know, I know Biden didn't enforce immigration, but I know Clinton enforced it. Obama, I know. I'll be quiet because my camera keeps moving. I'm not looking at the camera. I apologize. I'll see if I can lock it somehow. There's a lock on it, but we're shaking a lot because it doesn't want to. We'll see if it turned off. It didn't turn off. There we go. It turned off. So we're going to be shaking here for a minute. Yeah, like every 10 minutes it wants to shut off the stabilizer. My apologies. Yeah, it's a gimbal. What type of which one model did I buy? I got it a couple of weeks ago. It's just holding it in your hand forever. Your hand goes numb. I think the video is a little bit better on the gimbal stabilizer than the tripod. I have a tripod. I just left it in the car. Again, if you follow me along, sometimes I just hold it in my hand because I don't always have I break a lot of stuff, so yeah, one of the guys that comes to a lot of these scenes, I'll see him at nighttime. He'll make a short video on Facebook, and then he takes a lot of pictures, real good pictures. I do have a camera, I just gotta figure out how to work it. So maybe in the future I'll take pictures and post it on Instagram. I do have a Facebook page and Instagram, but I haven't posted anything on it lately. I believe we go on The Facebook page might be Right Street Media, but I haven't posted on it in a long time. Right, like WRIGHT, which is my last name. Street Media, I believe that's my Facebook page. And then Instagram would be OC Street Live, I believe. Maybe it's me just complaining, yeah. You think people are complaining and it's just me. I appreciate that y'all tuned in and are watching this feed, OC Street Live in the city of Costa Mesa. We do have an individual up here up on some cement piling up on the hill here off Brookhurst and Hamilton. I don't know what social media is saying originally. I just asked a couple of kids. They said it was the end of a police chase. Unable to confirm it. There are some people in front of me. I was going to ask this female who lives in there. She was talking to a couple of park rangers, so maybe she knows something. Give 'em. Yeah, hopefully this individual will come down. I saw him just throw something on the ground. I don't know if he had a cup of water maybe or something. When I got here, I could hear something, but I haven't heard nothing for over a half hour because there were police officers directly to the left and the right of them on the backyard. But I don't see him at the moment. There was an officer that was to the left of him talking in the backyard. But I suspect they backed off. That just maybe the guy will come down on his own. You probably can't see it in the picture, but there is like several police officers, or at least 3 or 4 I could see on the hill. I don't know if they're doing any talking. Give me a minute to fix the camera here. The problem when you turn away, the camera moves. Were you able to find out if it was the end of a police chase? Was the end of a police chase?
Yeah. The owner of the car is up there, and the owner of the shop that he stole it from is up there.
Oh.
So it was at a shop being fixed. The guy, the owner's like, my bad, I left my office unlocked. He got a hold of this guy, got a hold of the key, and so he's had it since yesterday. So when the guy went into a shop, he realized like the key's gone, so he got to call police or whatever. And he goes, and the guy was going 90 miles at work.
Oh
so
my.
like the lady was saying, well, luckily your car is still in one big
Piece.
He didn't hurt him, but she was I just hope this ends well. She doesn't want them to
Yeah.
him. But she says, I have insurance. She says, but luckily,
Hey, how you guys doing?
my car's good, nobody got hurt.
Yeah, I hope he just he's able to relax and come down.
Right. So
Yeah,
that's what it was.
Yeah, but there was originally police officers all up there. It seemed like they backed away. I appreciate that. Let me know. So yes, we were able to confirm this was the end of a police chase. The guy was going to. So apparently he's had this car. I believe the lady next to me Said he's had this car since yesterday. He went into a shop, and I don't know if he was at a shop and he stole the car. I don't know. I couldn't hear everything, but he stole it from a shop, and I believe he's had the car since yesterday. They were able, the owner's up there. Supposedly the owner was up on the hill there, so the guy was driving 90 miles an hour, and then he went into this community. No damage to the car, it's in one piece. The owner just wants the guy to come down for the guy to be safe. But yeah, end of a police chase. And it sounded like it was stolen yesterday, and the owner was actually up there. I don't know if she was talking to the guy at all. I couldn't hear. She's soft-spoken. Plus you have all the cars going by. So I don't know where the chase originated from. I've seen mostly Costa Mesa Police, Park Ranger. We haven't walked up the hill yet, so I don't know if it's all Costa Mesa or if this police chase originated in a different city. I want to say there's fire department up the hill to the left, but I haven't walked up there yet to see. We're in Costa Mesa. If you're coming in from Huntington Beach, Brookhurst and Hamilton, you would keep coming up the hill. Hamilton goes into Victoria Street. Don't quote me on the street, but goes into Victoria. I mean, I don't know if it's Victoria Street, Victoria Avenue, but Victoria. But we're right, I believe, right at the border of Huntington Beach and Costa Mesa. But the car is it's a newer community. I mean, it's probably been here 10 years now, but it's newer looking community. It's not a big community, but there's two different streets you can go on. Yeah, it was a police chase, and the lady said that was going like 90 miles an hour. Ended in this community, and it appeared the guy ran into the backyard where he's been up on this piling, I don't know what you call it, cement post maybe? Piling post. But he's been there for quite a while now. Again, thanks for Aaron. I would have never known about this. I was waiting for a DoorDash order off Atlanta and Beach Boulevard when he told me there was police activity up here. When we got here, I saw several police cars and a helicopter circling. It appeared at one point police were talking to him, but it's been quite a while now that the police have backed off. Those that were in the backyard, but there's several police on the hill here. But it sounded like it was a car that he went into a shop yesterday and stole. I don't know if he had a car being worked on there or if he just walked in there and stole it. I did a lot of deliveries in Costa Mesa, but I kind of don't go into the Harbor Boulevard area. There's so much traffic, especially over by like Wilson and where you got Home Depot and that big shopping center. There's a lot of traffic out there compared to Huntington Beach. All right, we got the camera straightened out. Yeah, it kind of sucks when you're doing a food delivery. You come up the hill here, and I forgot what street you want it. You can't. I'll just never mind. I fumble a lot. I bumble and fumble, so I'll just You got to drive a long ways just to get to night. You want to go through the housing community here up on the right, up by the school, up by Governor Street, I believe. And you want to cut through the community to get to 19th, I believe. But now you have to drive all the way down Placentia to get to the 19th. Again, this is OC Street Live, where we've been on the scene for, it seems like, a couple hours now. This was the end of a police chase at Brookhurst and Hamilton. We're east of Hamilton. We go up a hill a little bit. We're in the city of Costa Mesa, where apparently this individual in the backyard here, sitting on a cement post, stole a car yesterday out of some type of shop. I heard the owner was here. I don't know if it's the owner of the car or owner of the shop. I believe it was the owner of the shop was here. But the car, I believe, is in the community up here on the hill. I believe fire department is staged to the left of me up the hill. I see a siren, or I believe I see a siren. Yeah, I don't know whose vehicle it is. That doesn't look like any of these people. Yeah, my car is way down there. Yeah. It's not mine. It's out of. Yeah, it's just sitting there. Yeah, I don't even see anybody. There's a car parked behind me that's been sitting there. The park ranger was wondering whose car it was. Yeah, I never parked my car I never parked my car. I try to not park it where it won't get towed. We've had a couple tickets. I was at one scene. I don't know. I mentioned in another video. I was parked over by the Ford dealership off of Beach Boulevard, and I don't know if I haven't even read the ticket. I know I have to pay money, and I was parked next to a small 2-foot yellow post. So I don't know if I got a ticket for that. We went to another scene, and being the idiot, I did not notice that when I was pulling out of the parking lot. A car hit a building in Garden Grove. When I was pulling out of the parking lot, I was checking my phone and did not realize there was a cop motorcycle behind me. He didn't give me a ticket for me being on the phone. He goes, "Oh, hey, why are you on the phone?" I'm doing my DoorDash delivery. And then you put it on a holder? I hold it in my hand, the phone. But he gave me a ticket. My car wasn't registered. It's registered now, but at the time. And there's like 3-4 park rangers here. Yeah, there's a car parked behind me. They're not supposed to be parked. They're parked in the bike lane. Yeah, I don't know if there's any photographers here. I know some will park on. They'll have some of the professionals. They have blinking lights on the back of their car or back window, maybe. We'll fix the camera here in a minute. I think damn it. Yeah, you got to keep your eye on the camera the whole entire time. Yeah, I thought my phone was going dead. What it is I think it's if I want it front-facing camera, And I thought the camera was going dead. So I think it says if you want to push a button for front facing camera. All right, we'll get the camera fixed here in a second. I got some stories. I was gonna have it. I only have 5 people, and I was gonna do DoorDash and create videos. I have one story where the guy, it's not DoorDash, road rage. A road rage where my friend got chased this morning, and I don't know if he got chased. So my friend was in a left-hand turn lane, I believe, and there was a car to the right of him, and the guy wanted to get in front of my friend, and I guess my friend wouldn't let him in front. You got room behind to get in me. You can get behind me. The guy got out of his car. He has it on videotape. This was in Huntington Beach. He has it on videotape. The guy gets out of the car, yelling at him, banging on his window, try to open his car door. So then the guy took off, and my friend followed him, got his license plate number. He put 2 dents in my friend's car, the door and the quarter panel. And so now it's going to have to go to a body shop and get painted. They got the guy's license plate, and he went to the police. Didn't seem like the police wanted to do much. It's pretty windy out here at the moment. I'm leaning against some type of power box, I believe, and my hand's shaking a real lot. I apologize. Yeah, I was thinking maybe he's trying to, once he calms down, if he is on some, it'll come down. Like I said, there was Reggie police officers all the way on in the backyard there. One appeared to be talking to him, but I don't see him. I actually do see a cop now. He's way to the right of the fence. Yeah, supposedly he stole this car from a shop yesterday, and unfortunately, I couldn't hear she's a low talker. We had a lot of cars coming by. I couldn't hear everything. And he was going 90 miles an hour, and eventually went into this. Why he went into the housing community, I don't know. He appears to be in the backyard. Yeah, I know someone asked what kind of car. Again, I guess I could have told her to speak up, but yeah, I didn't hear what type of car. I don't know if it was stolen in the city of Costa Mesa. We're going to move the camera around a little bit. I'm trying to move my hand. fucking camera's so stupid. Yeah, I kind of wish I brought my tripod with me now. Oh, my next DoorDash shift's supposed to be starting. All right, guys, thanks for watching. I'm out of here. Nah, I'm just joking. But I know, he could see everything from up there. But again, if at some point the camera goes dead, I apologize. Man.
Excuse me.
Yes. Oh, I'm sorry.
Thank you.
I'm sorry about that.
It's very stressful, isn't it?
Sorry, people trying to get by, and I'm in their way. So can you guys see the guy right now in the camera? Let me know if you can't see him. Wonder if they know, I'm curious if they know the guy's name or anything, so they maybe have a family member talk to him. Sorry, I got to move around and lean against something. Let me see if I can get down. Oh my God. Old man. I'm so freaking blind.
Except there's multiple functions all the way across the street here. I want to go before. Wait, we can go this way.
If I'm not showing them, I apologize. I think I'm having an issue on I'm trying to look through two different cameras and I don't think I can zoom in anymore. I think that's all I can zoom in. Let me stand up. See. Again, if you haven't followed me before, I'm mostly Street Live. I cover local police activity in Huntington Beach and surrounding cities. I'm just an amateur. As you can see, I'm having an issue at the moment. We'll get it here fixed here in a second. Maybe not. All right, the stabilizer shut off. Give me a minute. We're gonna adjust my hand for a second. All right, this is probably a good time. Those that don't want to get nauseated. I'll try to hold it with my hand. Again, this was the end of a police chase in the city of Costa Mesa. Apparently a car was stolen yesterday from a shop. And they located the car today. There was a police chase. Unknown if it started in Costa Mesa. But ended here in this little housing community up here. And it appears to be in a backyard. I won't be reading comments for a couple of minutes. I'm trying to get this camera issue fixed. Yeah, apparently, I believe the lady I was talking to, I thought she said the owner of the shop showed up also. And yeah, the car didn't crash or anything. The person just jumped out and ran out. They said at one point it was going 90 miles an hour. Again, we're not in Huntington Beach. We're in Costa Mesa, Brookhurst and Hamilton. We're east of Brookhurst off of Hamilton. Hamilton turns in Victoria, but I believe we're probably still on Hamilton Avenue. Actually, does this city have two Hamiltons, Costa Mesa? Unless one's considered, yeah, I believe there's two Hamilton streets here in Costa Mesa. I gotta move for a second. Sorry, I'm trying to get people in that don't want to be in the camera. I'm sure the guy on the hill doesn't want to be on film either, but I'm here filming. How's it going, man?
His title page. What happened? He ran from the cops?
Someone said it was a police chase. I believe the car's in that community up there.
He jumped up there.
Yeah. He's been up there for a couple hours.
Hours?
Yeah.
Why don't they go and do the same thing that he did? Climb up the things. They gotta go.
I apologize for the last 15 minutes
Are you on TikTok live right now?
for the shakiness. What?
Live right now?
We're on OC Street Live YouTube.
How many viewers we got?
That's probably only 50. It's a small channel, 1,700 people.
Well, you're live?
Yeah, we're on YouTube.
Let me see.
Can you see it?
What's up, YouTube?
It's the e-bike crew.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah. Can you ride a wheelie on it?
Huh?
Can you ride a wheelie?
Hell yeah.
Yeah. You guys get out of school this week or next week?
I'm out this week.
Oh, that's cool.
Alright, bye, bro.
All right, man. Yeah, he said he can ride a wheelie. Sorry, and I'm not reading comments. We're having a lot of issues with the camera, so I'm trying to get it fixed. Yeah, I tell you, the gimbal's very sensitive. Those that came in later on the stream here, there were more police officers on the hill there. They appeared to back off. I can see a couple to the right. They were in the backyard with them. One appeared to be talking to this person, but they seem to back off, maybe in hopes that he'll come down on his own. Most everyone, there's no looky-loos. I guess I'm the looky-loo. And you got probably a couple kids just leaving school. That's about it. Most people have left. They're not watching anymore. I don't know what type of car was being chased or stolen yesterday from a shop, but he ended the chase up in this community, and there's supposedly no damage. The owner just wants this person to be safe and come down. Sorry, I'm trying to find a comfortable position. I think if I do film the protest on Saturday in Huntington Beach, I might just use the tripod. Especially if I try to be there for hours. Maybe I'll go use the gimbal a little bit and then put it on a tripod, go back and forth. Yeah, I know sometimes I watch the guys in Bakersfield, they're out of out on a scene a long time. I gotta go back to my car and get the tripod. Sorry. I'm always in people's way that walking by. Hopefully we don't miss nothing here. Let's see if I can get... Yes. Yeah, as you walk up the slanted hill, I can see like 2-3 police officers. Then on top of the backyard, I want to say I see a cop all the way towards the right. Where those telephone wires are to the right, there might be a cop there, and then it looks like 2 houses might be up there. Oh yeah, you guys saw it. You mentioned the cops walking slowly. I just noticed it, that the cop did move up. He was back farther. There were police officers that were in front of me, I believe, but they're no longer there, so... Unless they move to the right to me, there's a little area you can turn in. There's park rangers, and I don't know if there's any police officers or if they're just park rangers. I'll try to be quiet because every time I talk, I lose focus of what we're looking at. If we're shaking real bad, it's just my hands shaking. Hopefully this guy will come down soon and everything will be okay. Maybe once he clears the system out, he'll come down. Alright, this is OC Street live in the city of Costa Mesa. We've been on scene here for a couple hours where we had a police chase of a stolen car. Apparently this car was stolen from a shop yesterday and it was located today. A woman told me that speeds reached 90 miles an hour. She was talking to the police and the park ranger, and it ended here up on a hill in city of Costa Mesa off of Hamilton. Nearest cross streets are Hamilton and Brookhurst in the city of Costa Mesa. The individual appears to be in the backyard here, and he's been here for a couple hours now. And I heard the owner, I believe the owner of the shop was here. Yeah, I don't know why the car entered the community here. It's just one way in and one way out, I believe. It's a real small community. There, he's standing back up. Maybe his knees were... I don't think they can really do much at this time. You don't want the guy to get hurt because he's up on that cement post there, and then you got the fencing right there also. It looks like you had to climb up the fence to get up on that post. Damn, I have a friend that lives in Costa Mesa. He films K-Pasa and it's K-Pasa and like E-N-O-C. K-Pasa and O-C. He covers a lot of the scenes at nighttime. He lives in Costa Mesa, but I think he lives more towards the 55 area. So he probably would have came out here and filmed for his channel. Those that are Spanish speaking, you can follow him at K-Pasa and OC.
Hey, sorry about that. That doesn't have to be your car, does it?
No, it's been there for a while. I don't know whose car it is.
Oh, yeah, I'm not towing it, so I just want to make
Oh,
sure.
okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah, there's a car that's been behind me for a while, and they're gonna tow it out of here now. All right. See, when I talk, I lose focus. We don't want to miss this guy getting down. Like I said, it's like I try to find a parking spot. I'm not going to park in the red, or I'm not one of those guys. I'm going to park in the red and think it's okay to park there and film. I'm going to try to find a parking spot. I did go to a couple fire scenes where I did get too close. You thought you were far enough back, but when you got like 12, 15 fire engines, you end up getting stuck in there. Yeah, I don't know if this is newsworthy or not. If it is, they don't take my videos. They only take my videos if I show like 15-second clips. They won't take my YouTube video. The only videos I ever get put on the news are 15-second clip videos. Our last one we made the news on was a fatality accident over a month ago. I couldn't say what was the news. It could have been the newspaper. I never know who's buying my video. Yeah, it was a fatality pedestrian accident at I believe it was Talbot and Beach Boulevard, right by 7-Eleven. The only time I had a video where I did use as a YouTube video make the news, KTLA picked it up. I sent it into them and they did their editing. I didn't get paid for that. I didn't ask for money or anything. I let them have the video. They did the editing. That was in Fountain Valley, I believe, where was like 3 cars, and one car, like an SUV, drove up, was pointed up like in the air, was like on the back of, I think, the trunk of a Tesla, pointing straight up in the air. So KTLA showed that on the news. And forgive me, I'm not reading comments at the moment. I'm trying to concentrate, keeping the video on the scene here. When I try to look at the phone, my other phone, for the comments, I tend to lose focus. Yeah, I don't know whose car that is. It's like parked behind me in the bike lane, and I don't see anybody out here taking pictures. You know, I'm OC Street Live here in Costa Mesa, where we're at the end of a police chase, where the guy appeared to go to the backyard, and he's been up here on this cement post for a couple hours now, refusing to come down. He stole a car out of a shop yesterday, and they were able to locate it today, and there was a high-speed chase that ended in this community up here off Brookhurst and Hamilton in the city of Costa Mesa. I don't know if I'm hungry or if it's my anxiety. As I said in numerous videos, I suffer from anxiety and panic attacks. So that's why I don't make it out. I don't film more often. But yesterday we missed a couple scenes in Huntington Beach. But I was sleeping. I'm at 8:30. I'm in bed already. I'm living in a motel right now. So by 8:30 I'm sleeping. Unless someone calls me, I'll go. I got a couple friends out there. They alert me when they know something's going on. I don't know how much juice I got left in this camera. If the camera goes dead, I apologize. But those who've been here along for a while, I appreciate it. I know you got better things to do. Then you never know how long these scenes will go for. We hoped it would have ended by now, but it hasn't. This shirt, I can't show you, I don't want to move the camera. Pretty cool shirt on this bicycle rider. Got like a skull, it's like the skull like tattoo that you see at tattoo shops. You also see them at the mental hospitals too. The skull, you paint, they got these skulls that when you're in the mental hospitals. You got nothing better to do, so you draw all day. Like I said, I'm honest and I'm not ashamed of it. I'm trying to kick what's called it's like Xanax, but clonazepam, Klonopin. Try and kick that. Most horrible thing ever. So it was hard to come off of. So couldn't live your life. So wasn't afraid of it. Put myself in a mental hospital several times, all in a short period of time. But I wasn't getting help from no one, so my best choice was to go to a mental hospital. They didn't really do much either, but I have no regrets. Yeah, I was just saying, the skull they have, you see them at tattoo shops. I did a lot of them. I don't know if I could show it. She's leaving. My camera. That right there. They would have those drawings that you had to fill in like the colors. All right, let's focus on what we're here for. Again, we're going to be a little shaky here for a minute. The camera shut off. Not the camera, the gimbal stabilizer. Fucking stupid. It's kind of stupid, man. Hopefully we can see the guy. Let me see if I can focus in. All right, we got a picture of him. And again, I'm not looking at the comments. Those that follow me, I have a hard time seeing on the phone. I do have another phone, but we're having a lot of issues with the camera, so I'm focusing on the video here. It appears that one police officer that did walk up a little bit closer backed off a little bit. I can't tell if he's standing at the moment or if he's sitting down. But most definitely, if I do the protest on Saturday in Huntington Beach, I'll probably be on the tripod. We got a fisher here. I don't know how far you have to go down. You got a body of water right behind us, so maybe they fish right there. I know some people like to fish off the bridge. Yeah, I do see police officers in the backyard. One was walking around towards the right. I don't know if that guy, oh, you guys can't see him. I don't want to move the camera. He might be parking patrol. We got like 3 park rangers to the right of me. I don't know if it's called Fairview Park. Those that live in the area can maybe what's the name of the park to the right of me? Got to call Be Well out here, you know. You know, Be Well. Those that follow Be Well. I know some people don't like them. As I said, I'm honest about my anxiety and stuff. I'm not ashamed to enter myself in a mental hospital. I had Be Well take me once.
Come on, turn.
Yeah, I'm just curious. It's kind of hard to go grab him because he's going to be falling down like 10 feet, and so that I don't know what they're going to do. It almost looks like, so in front of us there's like some type of a bricking wall there. Maybe they had like landslides in the past and they created maybe a fake wall there. So I don't know if it's like a steep drop right there. So I remember a day when when they were in a police chase, they never got away. Nowadays, seems like, I mean, obviously this guy's not going to get away, but a lot of people get away nowadays when it comes to police chases, especially if they're driving 100 miles an hour. Police end up just letting them go. They might end up catching up to them later at a different point, or if they go into a parking garage, it seems like they've been getting away. I'm not sure what this police officer are going to try to come down the hill. Let me try to stay focused. I do see movement in the backyard. All right, again, I'll repeat myself. We're in the city of Costa Mesa. We've been here for a couple hours. This was the end of a police chase where this individual's been in the backyard on this cement post about 10 feet up in the air. And he was an individual. He stole a car out of a shop yesterday, and the car was located today, and there was a police chase. unknown if it was just in Costa Mesa, but he ended up in a housing community here and appears to be in the backyard. But the owner of the shop, I believe, showed up. I was talking to a lady, and no damage to the car whatsoever. No damage to the car. I don't know if this guy had a car at the shop. I don't know anything. All I know, he stole a car from a shop yesterday. What shop? If it was a mechanic shop, I don't know what type of shop. Brookhurst and Hamilton. We're east of Brookhurst, going up the hill. Hamilton turns into Victoria when you get in the city. We're right at the border of, I believe, Huntington Beach and Costa Mesa. There's a sign in front of me that actually says, like, welcome to Costa Mesa. I don't know if you guys can see it in the camera. There is a police officer there to the right. Let me move over a little bit. You can see him a little bit. Yeah, there were police officers in the middle of the street here, like between the yellow lines in the middle. They're no longer there. Stupid. It kind of pisses me off when every time I turn away, the camera does that. Yeah, the camera did shut off again. So let me set it again. For whatever reason, every 10-15 minutes it shuts off. That's why I wanted just a simple gimbal, nothing with all the gadgets on it, because I'm not smart enough to figure it out. Yeah, fuck. I'm too far away to go get my stabilizer, maybe my tripod. Maybe the battery's going dead. I guess this doesn't have a 10-hour life on it. God damn it, can you see I'm filming? If I try to go to my left, someone on the bike always coming by. What an idiot. Never mind. Again, if you're on here, Aaron, thanks for letting me know about being some. I was alerted by a viewer that follows me, and he lets me know what's going on in the Warner and Edwards area. And he told me there's police activity up here with a helicopter circling. I wasn't too far away, so I decided to come down here. When I got here, I asked a couple kids if they knew what was going on. They said it was the end of a police chase. Eventually, we did confirm it was someone that talked to the police officers and park ranger here. We were able to confirm that it was the end of a police chase here at Costa Mesa, Brookhurst and Hamilton. And again, forgive me if I don't read your comments. I'm unable to see them on this particular phone. Just when it's light out, I'm unable to read it. I guess anybody that tech savvy, maybe I can come to your house in Huntington Beach and you guys help me out or something. But I do have another phone, but since we're having a lot of issues right now, I can read the comments from that one. But every time I go to read them, my phone seems to fall down. We'll give it another shot. We're on an app called the Prism Studio app, Prism Studio. So maybe I need to try, maybe I'll try the YouTube app and see if we get it better where I can read the comments. But they don't come up good on the Prism app. Again, I'm OC Street Live. I cover local first responder calls, police activities, a lot of fire calls, a lot of car accidents. I normally go live. I'm just an amateur on my phone, keeping the community informed. The bulk of our videos are Huntington Beach, but we get a lot of Fountain Valley also, not too much Costa Mesa. Hit Santa Ana and Garden Grove a few times, Newport. We've had some good accidents off at PCH in Newport. Fuck, I can't find a comfortable position. Again, my camera is stabilizer shut off. What I'm gonna do is get a backpack and put my tripod in, and then if we have issues at the next scene, I'll just switch over to the tripod. That means the camera just went on, so I'm trying to... Alright, let's see how long this will last. Thank you for everyone tuning in. Again, I repeat myself a lot. I apologize for the last 15-20 minutes of the video. Someone did ask if I wanted to like do some videos for them, but I didn't turn it down. I just never accepted. But I feel like we need to be putting better quality work out there. A lot of these guys, they don't go live, so they're just taking a lot of pictures and short little video clips, so they get better quality. I'm sitting there, I'm live the whole time, so I'm having some issues. I think this battery's just going dead on the gimbal stabilizer. Probably didn't get one with a long charge on it. It probably only lasts a couple hours. They have some that go for like 10 hours, but I don't even know what. I didn't read how long the charge went on it.
Oh, sorry.
How you doing? I'm behind so people don't notice me sometimes. I'm behind it's like a power box or something I'm behind, so people don't notice me when they walk by. Most people notice because they tell me get out of the way. Yeah, what sucks for me is I'm able to monetize my videos once you get 4,000 watch hours, but I'm unable to do the live videos. So after the video is over, I'll monetize. You got to go on a computer and set it up to keep it monetized on a live, but it's not working for me. I mean, I go to the FedEx office and use their computer, and it seems to work there, but when I come out to a scene, it doesn't go, I'm not live. So, I mean, I'm live, but I'm not monetized. You don't make much money off the videos. I don't got a lot of followers, so you can make 30 cents off a video. I think the most I've made is $3, $2, and most of them are under $1. I was just looking for, like, when I'm not door dashing, that I could make a little money off the Google AdSense. But since I can't monetize live, we're not really making anything. But that was my whole intention when I first started doing this, like a couple years ago. I just keep the community informed. But now that I keep losing income if I'm not doing we haven't done any deliveries the last 3 hours, so I'm losing out on money. But hey, I enjoy coming out here and doing this, keeping the community informed. I chose to do that, so. But we'll turn on the monetization once the video's over. Maybe I can make $1. I think I've been monetized for like 3 weeks. I've made $18. But we did have 3 kind individuals. I had someone donate $50, much appreciated. This was like a couple weeks ago. And I had another individual a couple times donate $20. Much appreciated. We do have a super chat feature on here, but fortunately I can't at the moment. If there was a super chat, I probably wouldn't be able to read it. Man, that guy's got to be tired sitting in one spot like that the whole time.
Hello, sir.
Hey, how you doing?
What's happening?
There was a police chase. You see the guy up there? Yeah, he got chased by the police, and he's been up there for a couple hours. Yeah, there was a police. He stole the car yesterday, and they found the car. They located it, and they chased him. Oh, they put a ladder up. They put a ladder up there. We got movement, so hopefully he'll come down.
What did he do?
He stole a car from some type. I don't know if it was a mechanic shop.
I thought he was trying to commit.
What?
Was he trying to commit?
Try what?
Try to commit suicide?
No, I don't know. I know he was in a police chase. Maybe he was trying to do something. But yeah, someone asked the police officer, and they said, yeah, he got chased by the police. When school, you guys get out of school this week?
Last week.
You already got out last week?
Yeah.
Oh man. You just have fun all week? You doing any sports over the summer? Go play some football. Here's a professional. I got a professional next to me. 10-year-old kid. Yeah, they did bring a ladder out. I don't know if he pushed it away with his foot.
He's kind of wasting their time. He's going to get caught no matter what.
Oh yeah, yeah. There's nothing he can do.
He's right there if he tries to drop.
So hopefully this ends here in the next few minutes. He has made some movement. Yeah, I want to say that the fire engine up the hill to the left that's been staging the whole time. I can see their blinking lights. Yeah, these kids in front of me, they got out of school last week. Man, the schools they're all different. One gets out this week, or they got out last week. Some schools get out this week. Oh, here we go. We got. It looks like he's going to come down. Let me see. Make sure we get a picture of it. I don't know if I should run up the hill. I'll see if we. I don't know if we'll be able to get into the community. Maybe we'll wait till he gets down. Again, this ain't Huntington Beach. Just I thought we were in Huntington Beach when we got here, but we're in the city of Costa Mesa, where a police chase ended a few hours ago. It appears it might be coming to an end here. This guy's been up on this 10-foot, at least 10 feet high cement posting. He appears to be on the fence and with a ladder right there. Yes, he stole a car yesterday, and they located the car today. He stole out of some type of shop, and there was a police chase today. Don't know where it originated from. I don't know if this was all Costa, if it was in Costa Mesa. The owner of the shop, I believe, was here. No damage to the car, but he went into this community. I've been to it several times. Just one way in and one way out. It's not that big of a community. All right, let's see if I don't miss it here. Come on, you got the ladder right in front of you. You can go down. All right. We did get the official notice that the battery is getting low on my phone. So I apologize if it does end. I appreciate all of you who that stuck through the whole time. Again, this was a police chase that ended in Costa Mesa a few hours back, and the suspect appears to be the backyard. He's been in this up on a cement post for over a couple hours now. He has moved to like the fencing area, I believe, near the ladder in front of us. But if the battery goes dead, my apologies. Sure would love to see the outcome. Hopefully it ends peacefully and the guy doesn't hurt himself at all. But hopefully it ends here shortly. I have another camera, but the lens is no good. It'll be too milky. That camera I'm going to replace in the next month. But yeah, it would be too milky of a video of the show. Oh yes, here he comes. Please don't shut off, camera. Now, are they close enough to grab him? The bottom, I only see one officer to the right there. He appeared to come down on the ladder. Because all the officers to the left, they're too far over. And watch my camera will shut off. Fuck. Take the step. Ah, you motherfucker. Yeah, I couldn't even see. Yeah, I didn't see him getting arrested. All right. Thankfully, it came to a peaceful ending. hopefully he gets the help he needs, and don't steal cars. That's the moral of it, right? Don't steal cars. I appreciate you guys all watching OC Street Live, where this was the end of a high-speed chase that ended in Costa Mesa. Looks like they're taking the individual in custody, where he was kind of sitting on a cement post for the last couple of 10 feet up in the air. And I don't know if we can go up the hill and walk a little bit. I appreciate you guys all watching. Actually can't see nothing. Did they walk them away? Thought I walked closer, and I think all right, guys, we're gonna let's see if we can walk up the hill here. This police officer is leaving, but we're not gonna get a picture. There he goes. Thank God it has a peaceful ending. Dude, I barely can walk. Sitting in one spot the whole time. I don't know if we'd be able to get in this area. I kind of just wanted to show you what it looks like. Hey, can someone pick me up and give me a ride back to my car? We're gonna walk up here. I don't know if they'll let us in here. See, it was like a wall right there. There was that, like, you're falling straight down. I don't think I'll be showing anything else tonight because my phone takes too long to charge. I don't know if we can get anything up here. I kind of want to show you the community, but the community might not want me in here, so. Yeah, I thought it was a fire engine staging to the left the whole time. Maybe I was wrong. Or maybe I didn't see him move because I don't see the lights anymore. Yeah, we're off a street called West Reef. I want to see if we could see the car in here. Yeah, all the officers are coming out now. It's a nice little community. It looks like 3-story houses, garage on the bottom, and you got I couldn't tell if they were pulling the police car out, so I didn't want to walk behind them. I couldn't tell. Yeah, they're pulling their police vehicles out here. What's the deal? A lot of them. Some of the officers, they just wear like jeans. See? They're just wearing their jeans. So I don't know if we got this suspect. I know they're not in that car. So I don't know if they had the suspect in the back of one of the cars. Someone just yelled out what happened. I can't tell where they're at. So I don't know if we had a suspect in the back of one of these cars. See, it's not that big of a community. And then you got another, I think there's like one more street of the same type of houses, but it's not that many houses really. What's called West Reef. So I don't know if we can walk in there, see if there's a car in there. I guess we'll walk and see if there's a car. But yeah, if there was a car, you weren't getting out. It's only one way in, one way out. Yeah, so I don't even know. It looked like all the police officers left. There was a black truck earlier. So maybe the black truck was involved. I don't know. It looks like all the police officers left. I thought he was in a backyard the whole time. I don't think he was in a backyard. Or let's see. Alright, we're having troubles. Yeah, there's no freaking car here. There's no car. There's no stolen car here. Unless they towed it out of here. They said that like the owner of the shop was here up the hill here. Unless they towed the car out earlier. Need your car detailed? Mobile Express car wash auto detail. There was a black truck, but I didn't see who. It was sitting on the side of the street, but I didn't see who was sitting there for a while. But I didn't see who took it. No tow truck or anything. So I don't know if a tow truck came in here earlier and towed a car out, or they let the owner of the shop take the. Maybe they said the owner of the shop was here. Maybe they were able to take the car back with them. See, it was a real small, like little area, not that many houses. And then they got another set right at the next block over. All right, guys, I appreciate you guys tuning in. A long video. Sorry for all the issues. One day I'll figure it out. But this was a good ending. They did take the person into custody. I'll go get my phone charged if we can get enough charge in it. If I come across anything else tonight, I'll go out. But I'm gonna go have some dinner and lie down for a little bit, and we'll see if we can get this phone charged. Thanks, guys. Sorry I couldn't read your comments, but I appreciate everyone watching. Thanks for watching OC Street Live. You guys have a good one. Catch me on the next one.